Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of BlackbirdsBrew. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Pagan Problems. Let's talk about excessive sensitivity. These days, we live in an atmosphere of extremes. Either people are so emotionally in tune that they become nervous wrecks and they just exist like that all the time, or we have people who are utterly lacking in all empathy and have a severely dehumanized worldview. What's even more peculiar is when I notice individuals who are capable of both within a rather compressed frame of time, and the decision of when to overcare and when not to care at all seems to be based on whether or not they perceive the object of their emotion or lack thereof as being part of the team. I don't think this is healthy. Full stop. The reason why I bring up the subject at all is because many pagans have heightened degrees of intuition and some have full-on psychic talents. This makes us much more prone to becoming unbalanced on the overly sensitive side of the scale. Naturally, this is worsened when we're under stress, and I think it's fair to say that there's absolutely no shortage of things that are currently causing stress, and that can take a toll on our spirits and on our talents. Maintaining perspective and adopting a survive and thrive mindset can help us enormously. We do not have to be held hostage by our emotions, our intuition, or our psychic talents. But first, we have to decide that we, as in the totality of our being, is in charge, not merely one aspect of ourselves. Self-ownership is of vital importance. While we recognize that our personal will is not the only will that exists, it's still important to take hold of ourselves and become the captain of our own ship. If we believe that we are going to be inevitably overwhelmed by our feelings and perceptions, that belief is giving us de facto permission to allow it to happen. It is surrendering before the battle is even fought. So taking personal responsibility and working towards a greater degree of self-control is essential. Let's briefly talk about a few techniques we can use to help us rebalance ourselves. We are never without resources, and by reviewing with what skills we know or can cultivate, it helps us mentally prepare for when stress and other factors push us towards being unduly sensitive. First and foremost, get outdoors whenever possible. I know it's 91,000 degrees, but if we can get outside, ground ourselves, or just take a walk, try to enjoy the day, it can do a lot of good things for us. The natural world can siphon off those excess energies and all of our undue anxiety. And then this calms us. It puts everything back in perspective, and it drains some of the poison out of our systems. Secondly, meditation. Making the effort to turn meditation into a daily practice, even if it's just 10 minutes before bed, it will help us a lot. Small, consistent efforts can go a long way to keeping our emotions in check and in filtering out external energies. Thirdly, and this is related to meditation, work on your chakras. Energy is meant to flow through them, and when we remove blockages and repair imbalances in our systems, not only does that sharpen our senses, but it also acts as a shield because our psyche will be healthier. And a healthy spirit is not as likely to go to emotional excess, and it's not as likely to be overwhelmed by other people. Fourthly, it would be sensible to examine our attitudes towards others. What importance do we place on their opinions, and why? Are we giving the same significance to the views of total strangers that we do to our loved ones? Perhaps detaching ourselves from reacting emotionally to the opinions of strangers would be enough to help us regain balance. And fifthly, have we allowed ourselves to be worriers rather than doers? It's a trap to get drawn into just wringing our hands when practical action would serve us better. Granted, we can't eliminate all worry or all causes of worry, but doing what we can on a practical level to deal with the issue at hand goes a long way towards improving our circumstances and our own mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. So let me know what you think of all of this in the comments section below, or you could come over to Gilded, which is our brand new community server. We're called Blackbirds Brew on there. All the old gang has managed to filter their way through there. You're very welcome to join us, new or old, and just start a conversation, start getting to know us, and see if this just might be the community for you. But that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!